Woo! It's showtime! Woo!
Alright, today I'm going to be talking about the issue that's been happening on the global community. Well, you could say everyone because everyone's talking about this, but might as well talk about it too since my opinion is going to be out there anyways. There's been some issues that are happening between both the global and the JP banners, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here they are. First of all, the banner should be a little bit different, obviously, because of the featured units that have been released within JP compared to global. Second, there's been an issue. It seems like there's been an issue involving UID STRLR UI Goku. Now, if you guys don't know, UI Goku has actually been released first on global, then JP. The problem I'm going to be talking about is why they're not putting UI Goku in the middle of this throughout the entire step up line of each of the banners, compared to how, okay, I might not be wording this correctly, but you can't pull UI Goku within steps 1 through 4. You just can't. I don't know why they did this. They might have done it intentionally, because they did announce in their, they did put in their little announcement that they did actually put him in the banner. But it seems like they only made him possible to actually get him from the 5th step of the global banner. But an even bigger problem is the fact that he's only available as the guaranteed. Now, I don't have face cam on, I'm sorry, it's just the fact that I don't feel like doing it right now, sorry. But the fact that he's on at the LR guaranteed 5th step at the 10th slot really kind of downs the point of people trying to pull for UI Goku. Yeah, he is the main banner. Oh my god, I don't know how to say this. He is the main art unit for the main attraction, as I would say, for the 2021 celebration, the New Year celebration, because that's the point. They put this art on the 2021 celebration banner, and look where he's at. He's guaranteed in the 10th slot. Was this intentional? I don't know. Now, we've had something like this before. If I recall, last year at around, well, a little earlier than this time. Last year around a little earlier than this, Global also had this situation. Well, I don't think it's a similar situation, but I could say it is probably similar. So if I pull up last year, the New Year's banner from last year, hope I can pull it up. I believe it is this one. Yep, right here. This banner itself, actually, now let me tell you this, it actually had a small difference. Last year's banner did not have, was it LR SCR, not SCR, LR Tech Broly when he was announced on global, because they didn't actually put him on there. It was a small difference actually, right? Oh no, they did. They only had him on the 10th step, did they not? It might be a similar situation, I guess. So, the reason why I want to talk about this is because there's a lot of controversy between global players, especially right now, because on JP, you can actually pull UI Goku throughout the entire step up banners, but there's a pretty small chance you could probably get him. Compared to global, now the chances are even more minuscule. There has been an official response to this kind of situation, but I don't want to say this was intentional. But at the same time, I feel like I want to say this is intentional because of how this was presented. It wasn't presented, not after. It's okay. This doesn't feel like it was intentional. People are saying it's false advertisement. I don't think so. The reason why is because, one, false advertisement becomes false advertisement when something is shown, when stuff inside a certain package is not exactly the same way as it was represented. through an advertisement. In other words, if the thing that you get is not what it's not actually supposed to do, then that is considered false advertisement. Well, we're talking about gacha game perspective. So let's say, for example, the 2018 New Year's banner. Now, if you guys recall, during that time, I believe it was Tech TR Super Saiyan 3 Broly's TR art was accidentally put onto the banner, and therefore it got maintenance. It was false advertisement because they put the TR art instead of the SSR art. This is an entirely different situation. Yes, you could say this is a global shaft because it technically is, in my opinion, but I could say it's a technical global shaft right here. Like, come on, guys, really? But you have to think about this. This is global. This is not JP. But let's take a look at some of the people's responses that they got from this specific thing. So I clicked on Reddit, and this is what. So let me see. Reddit user Princess or. Oh wow, Princess Trunks. A Bear Dream actually sent an email over to Bandai. This is what he actually got. This seems like a human response. Not gonna lie, this seems like a human response because I believe they've been getting a lot of the same responses regarding the UI Goku situation, and I completely understand why. Because he's not technically, he can't be technically pulled throughout the steps 1 through 4. Which sucks, but can't lie, this is what happens when Global does weird stuff compared to JP. And plus JP has a more competitive, is more competitive in the gacha gaming market than pretty much every other country. So that's one thing. I believe another person got it? Oh no, this is a little different. So, it seems though, coming from Zayed, by the way, shout out to him. Apparently, Global Dokkan has disabled the replies to some of their posts, which means that we did a good job of actually trying to shout out to them and say, hey, something's wrong here, hello, oh my god. But I'm gonna be honest, I think that is kind of the right situation, you know. The one thing I do not want to hear from other people when they actually go talk to Bandai is please don't be a douche. Because when you become really douchey in front of, when you become a really big douche to companies such as this, they will simply ignore. Just by calling them names, putting really bad profanity and all that stuff, they're going to completely ignore that stuff and just skip ahead of you. Try to think of at least a little bit of constructive criticism so that they can understand what is going on. That's what other people should be doing, and that's what I should be doing as well, if I have the time. Kawhi also mentioned a few things that did happen in the past. So yeah, on what's happening on the Global Step Up banner, it is not possible to get a UI Goku outside of the guaranteed $1 slot, which sucks. Yeah, like I said. This, of course, occurs for many reasons. This is not a case of JP where Vegeta Nappa was released more recently. I'm just going to be reading throughout what Kawhi says about this thing. Following a large speaking mobilization on Reddit, we had confirmation that they were going to investigate. This is not an auto reply, that's right. I mentioned it once already. This is not an auto reply, this is not an automated reply, it's not a robot, it's a human. This company is human, and so are we. Let's move along. I know Bandai auto replies to it, but this time it is not. What else does he say? I remind you that this has already been successful. Yeah, so during the 250 million download celebration, there have been many players that did not get their tickets. I'm guessing he's referring to this situation from the previous situation where players have not gotten their tickets. Hopefully Dokkan does kind of respond to this, I guess, but we'll see what they do. So yeah, therefore I encourage everyone to spam their emails so that they can can win our case on this specific subject. And if you guys don't know what he's talking about, go to one of these two websites. If you do, this is for Google, obviously, Google Play and the App Store. So I might link these both. So yeah, I'm actually gonna link both of these two in the link description below, just so that it makes sense. And this is the previous one. Yeah, I think I already showed that, but all in all, this situation, I'm not really used to this kind of situation, but my opinion on this is I feel like this is the right thing to do. At least spam their emails. Try to be thoughtful before you put some bad crap in there, because if you do that, if you put bad mojo, you put profanity, calling them names, telling them that they suck and all that, they're not gonna listen to. They usually will not listen to that. Okay, try to at least put a little bit of thought onto your response before you go and send off your response to Bandai. I think that's the best way you can do it. So I will link these two in the description or in the comment section below. And for my sake, I might do that too. And for my opinions, I feel like this is a global shaft. Personally, I think this is a global shaft because if you can't get any of the other LRs besides LR UI Goku from this outside of the LR guaranteed step up, that's kind of a faulty marketing right there. But at the same time, it is kind of a bait because, you know, this is Dokkan we're talking here. So I encourage everyone to at least go into the links that I have in the description below or in the comment section, I don't care, and just spam them. As best as you can. Maybe they'll listen. Hopefully they listen. But that's all I'm gonna say for today. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully this situation does get solved a little bit. By the way, big shout out to Kawhi. Big shout out to some of the Reddit users on here. Big shout out to Zayed. And hopefully the situation gets solved. I'll see you guys in the next one.